I don't know if anybody's watching, but this is your boy BBT, BigblackTaz95. Most of y'all, if you guys are family, I mean it's Taz. I'm pretty much doing a vent hunt right now. I'm gonna eventually do a walkthrough of characters and stuff. But I'm just going to show you guys some event things. This is mainly for people who have not tried Destiny 2, that don't know anything about the gameplay. Here's a good video. You might want to try it out. I mean, it's pretty good. It's kind of a role play game. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. Some people are not into role play games, you know, where you're like, you know, a knight or a mage or something like that. And all it's really about is I'm going to sit here and talk with you guys for a minute, but all it's about is pretty much getting, you know, getting your gear at the top levels and things like that. People don't like that, but for those of you who do, first off, BigblackTaz95 is my PSN account. Please, I don't mind if you send me an invite or send me a friend request. I will play with you, whether you are not a Facebook friend, or you are a Facebook friend, or a YouTuber subscriber. I will play with you. I have no problems with it. But that being said, this is Destiny 2, which is a role-play game, having a bunch of events you can do. The main premise of this game, it is not like Call of Duty. It is not like Battlefield or anything like that. It is a role-play game. You pick a character, you work your character up, and it's like you nurture a child. You know what I'm saying? Like you pick, but you get to choose your child. You know what I'm saying? You get to choose your child and you nurture it to its greatest potential. And it's a game based on long-term gaming, commitment, and building it up to its best potential. You can make a lot of good friends here, I will admit. I have a friend who plays it. I play with him every once in a while. He's not on here today, but I play with him every once in a while. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. My first MMO game is probably something that a lot of people will cringe at. It's Elder Scrolls Online. If any of you do not know what that is, think of Skyrim, and then you were playing Skyrim Online. That's pretty much what Elder Scrolls Online is, and it's not bad. You know, it's not bad at all. Now, for those of you who want to know what is in it for me, a game like this will challenge you in a different way, a bunch of different ways. You have both PvE, which is player versus environment, and PvP, which is player versus player. Now, any of you who have Fortnite, which I know is a big thing, Fortnite is primarily the battle royale that everybody wishes to play, is PvP, which is player versus player on a huge map. Then you have Save the World, which is another game mode for those who buy the entire game, which is PvP, which is player versus player. Those are pretty... Well, not PV, sorry. I just literally, I'm a little tipsy here, sorry guys. PvE, which is player versus environment, which is Save the World. That is pretty much the same premise as this here. Some people find PvE is boring. I have no problems with that. You prefer the competition of, you know, other people. So they do have a PvP mode on here that you can play and be stuck in that world altogether. Those of you who do not like, you know, the jumping and things like that you found in like Advanced Warfare or I'm sorry about that, Warfare or Black Ops 3, then you will not want to play this. But I will tell you, it has that. It does have that. Those of you who will miss that I guess I would say advanced gaming play, then this is the game for you to play generally all the time. This game is not new. It's not. It was. I got it off of PlayStation, like the PSN, at a discounted price because I'm a PlayStation Network subscriber. But I think you might be able to find it for like $30 or so, half the price of what, you know, normal games that come out new and everything are. And it's not a bad game. For $30, well, is this game worth it? I really do think this game is worth it for $30. Even well, I won't say even $40. Like $30, I think will probably be my limit for this game, due to the fact of there are DLCs for this game that you can buy. That would be personally if you are developed, like really into the game and developed your love of the game, then yes, you might want to play the DLCs. I am not there yet. Not saying I'm not, you know, into the game. I really am into the game, but I'm just not to the point where I am buying DLCs yet.
Glimmer incoming. Another impeccable smash and grab. Well done.
Overall, if this would help, this is a little caveat here. The same people that made Halo, any of you who are PS4 and Xbox users and know about Halo and like, okay, Halo isn't as good as it used to be, probably because some of the people went to Destiny instead and developed, you know, went to like PS4 and developed Destiny. Those people that developed Halo made this game, which it's a pretty good game. Like I said, I will never go back on that. I wanted Destiny ever since Destiny 1. I just did not buy Destiny 1. I played, I guess, what would be considered Crucible at the time, and got my butt whooped and was a little butthurt by playing the game. But it's really gotten better. It's gotten better than what I played last time. Things that you might want to know about. This is a quick reference of things that are pretty standard. You have 3 different types of characters. I will go deep into this for those of you who never played Destiny later on when I start my new character. But just a quick overview, you have 3 different characters. You have a hunter, which is the one I'm using now, and he's more of a these are more of like stealth, quick moving, shoot, run and gun type of characters. You have your warlock. I have my warlock already maxed out to the soft cap, and then I have a titan, which that will be my new one that will make my broadcast on, which would be the road to 345, which is the soft cap, meaning the highest you can get without doing any extra work. So road to 345 for my titan. Right now I'm doing a road to 345 on my hunter. I did not broadcast it though. I'm just doing it just to have fun, you know. So I'd eventually add that. But you have your hunter, which is this guy. Your titan, which is, well, you know, like a robotic, I guess you could say. He's more like a soldier. If you would think Marines, that's your Titan. There you go. If a warlock is more like a mage, you got your librarian type of person who's very smart, do whatever they need to do to learn and learn new magic. That's what a warlock is. So you got those 3 types. I started off with the warlock, which is pretty easy. I will recommend him to everyone who plays. Because of the fact that he is so easy to use and work with to get you acclimated to the game. But I'm ready now. I'm using a hunter, and I'm going to be looking for an event. That's what you guys saw me coming into. Special events. You have fast travels. This is mainly when you open up the board. But special events, or my bad, special events, sorry, public events are events that are available to everybody. And generally what you can do is use it. They pop up everywhere on every single map, every planet that you have that you can go to. And you just do the mission and get your XP. It's pretty cool. It's nice. Oh, okay. Oh. Rebound, swag. All right. So what you really do is you're out here, you're doing your thing. It's a good game to just play and not worry about competitive. It's like if you want a game, like if you got some people that play God of War, I love God of War. I do have the new God of War. I have not played it yet. When I play it, I will do a walkthrough, which would be pretty much you guys are seeing everything I go through. I will broadcast it live. You see everything I go through, and we'll figure it out together. But with this, it's more of you play the game mode, you beat the campaign, and the campaign and multiplayer are all in the same realm, I guess you could say. Like, you can add people, you can add random people to this game who you happen to just like. They obviously can choose whether they want to join you or not, but the thing is, you go in there, you do it, you play it, beat the game, and after the game, there's so much more you can do. Like, I'm gonna pull up the map here. I'm gonna walk away from the vent right quick, just so I don't get shot while I show you guys this. Let's see here. Pull up the map.
I'm reading a skiff with
You have these things here. If you look at where my cursor mark is, this is adventures. After you beat the campaign, you have adventures that you can do. These are like side missions. You don't have to do them to progress your person, but if you do them, you can get, like it says, reward rare gear, whether it be armor or weapons. You have these little things here where my cursor is like right in the middle of my cursor that are called regional chests. You can go and find those to get better stuff. I'm getting shot right now. And I tried to avoid that. Then you got this here. If you look at the symbol my cursor's over, it's called dark sectors. And they're pretty, it's like, it's a game within a game. You know what I'm saying? You play the campaign, you beat the main boss, and then after that,
I have full confidence in you.
After that, you are just running through, and you have a whole world, not just one world. Just point it out. You have like 5 to 6 worlds to explore and do things with. And for those of you who want to have that little competitiveness, you have the Crucible. The Crucible is a PvE or PvP game mode where you're going against other players. I believe they said that your player, your power level, which is if you go to your character, power level here does not matter. It's like purely weapon based. Purely weapon based. Everybody has the same amount of shield and health. It's purely weapon based. If your weapon has more impact, then fine, it might be a little better. If you have a rocket launcher, most likely you're gonna one-shot people. You know, it's purely weapon based, just like Call of Duty, which is great. But you get that competitiveness. Now, what they do have, what they added to it, was a ranking system where, for those of you who are highly competitive, what a lot of people might call tryhards, which, yes, I'm going to call you a tryhard, you go to what they call competitive Crucible, which you can rank yourself based on how well you play, how good you are, and I will do a gameplay on that as well, just so people can check it out and get a feel for how the Crucible is. But yes, that is more of a gameplay, team-based effort, and it's based off skill. Then you have your casual or quick play, which you go in there, you play. That's like for those of you who play hardcore deathmatch or like just regular core deathmatch on Call of Duty. Those of you who do it just for fun, you know, you play the game for what it's meant to be, fun. You know, you're not looking for any validation based off your rank, things like that. That's what quick play is. It plays with random people. All of it's random, obviously. Random board, everything. And you have a bunch of different game modes that are either like Team Deathmatch or like Team Deathmatch or like hardcore, not hardcore, sorry, they're like domination. You have some play styles that are like domination. You also have other play styles that are like trying to think here. Domination, search and destroy. There you go. You got one that's like search and destroy, and you just play it out like normal. They tell you how to play it, what's the object of certain games, and all that, and it's pretty fun. If you like Call of Duty, there's a good chance you might like Destiny. There is a very good chance.
Glimmer incoming.
So, Mike, for those of you who want to play this game, wonder, is it worth it? Should I play it? What do I get out of it? I mean, you don't get anything life-wise because it's a video game, and if you expect to get something out of it life-wise, then you really shouldn't be playing video games. But overall, it's a very good game. I advise everybody to play if you can, just so you can experience your first RPG. This is a great one for people to get acclimated to the genre. And it's also good for those who don't want to, like, let's say if you play competitive games and you get very frustrated at dying and repeating yourself or fighting other people, and you just get very wound up. If you're like me and you get wound up sometimes in the competitiveness, this is a good game to take you out of that mode, release it, and just enjoy yourself. If you want a game for fun, this is the game. Parents, I will admit, this is not a game for children. Teenagers, maybe, you know, if you're okay with like them fighting other aliens, and there will be blood. I'm pretty sure this game's like, you know, M for mature, if not T for teens. But it's a good game to have without them screaming in the back of your, you know, in your back of your head, you know, all upset because, you know, someone is aimbotting, or if someone's aimbotting, or they're cheating the game somehow, you know, quick scoping and things like that. This is a good game for that, because even though every once in a while they might play Crucible, which is a PvP, and you might have things like that go on, most of the time they probably will be playing open world PvE, getting their character stronger. If this game can build character, and a lot of people do not understand how video games can be helpful to people, this game is one of those games that can build character and teach people, like, you know, commitment. You know, teach people commitment, sticking through it, not quitting, things like that. Not saying this is like the epic, it'll teach you life lessons type of game, but I'm saying like any role-play game where you put in time to build a character and everything will teach you commitment and how it is to grind and to work to what you really want, you know. There are a lot of videos that I've watched, I'm not gonna lie, I've had to, not just, you know, chose to, but I've had to get the basis of this game, because I did not play Destiny 1. Those of you who played Destiny 1, you already know what this game entails and holds for you. But those of you who haven't, I suggest watching some videos telling you about some of the gameplay, and some of the gameplay, and there is, okay, you guys see this too, right? There is obviously something over here I can grab, but okay, get mess with my video. There's something over here I can grab, but I can't find it. Anyway, but I advise you to heavily advise you to watch some gameplay, some videos where they explain greater than I do in depth about this game, because you'll learn about the you know, CPUs you're gonna fight, which these are called the Taken, who are taken by the dark powers of the light. That is not the light, but of the void. Sorry, there you go. And are attracted to the light power, which, finding this out after playing the game, might lead you to want to buy Destiny 3. Just letting you guys know that right now. But anyway, like, I'm just saying, as a game, it has great gameplay. You can watch it yourself. It's really crisp. I'm not laggy. I'm not, you know, dealing with all the BS that you normally get from most mainstream games, which this might turn into a mainstream game. Probably is a mainstream game, but like games like Call of Duty, I'm not having all the problems that people normally deal with. And if you play MMO games already, yes, it's spatial, futuristic, and all that, and you might not be into that, but look at how much you can do, you know? Compared to, like, most people, if you already play MMO games, you already know you can do a lot. You can do a very lot with, very lot is not a real thing, but you can do a lot with MMO games. You can. This is just like that. It's nothing different. If you played ESO, I advise you to come to Destiny. I haven't played ESO in so long. I probably should get back to it. That was my first MMO game, which was great. But what I'm trying to say is, play Destiny. Give it a chance. Spend the 30, maybe less than that, to see how the game is. You know, and I guarantee, if you play this game, turn invisible. Oh yeah, you can turn invisible in this game too. If you play this game, and you don't like it, it won't be because this game is terrible. It'll be because this game is just not what you're looking for. It will be that situation. But I'm telling you, from personal experience, it appeases everybody who... Oh, snap, I didn't see that guy. It appeases everybody from the point of, if you just want to play a game that's competitive, you can go to Crucible. After you beat the game, even before you beat the game, while you're playing the game, like the main campaign, you can play Crucible. But what I'm saying is, you can play Crucible and be stuck in Crucible forever. Not even play the rest of the game and be a Crucible runner. And I'm telling you, it would make you, it would be an enjoyable game. Or if you want to experience something different, like seeing the whole world of the game, seeing how well graphics are, and the cohesion of the CPUs and servers, see how well they've done their research, their work, you know, this is a game for that as well. Storyline, the basic storyline of the game is, you are guardians. This is what you are. Guardians are people who work with ghosts. You know, they're people who protect the light. And the light is pretty much a super-powered entity that helps civilization nowadays. You know, civilization is based off the light. So that's like everybody having oh, event completed. Nice. That's like
Taking or leaving. But I was having fun.
Good riddance for now.
Okay. Anyway, the light is like if we had protectors of oil, i.e. soldiers. But anyway, if you had protectors of oil who can do these magical things, have things like sparrows, which I'm writing now, you know, like advancement of technology. If we had people like that, and they protect everything that that pretty much services our existence. That is what guardians are. They protect humanity, they protect the city, they protect everything. What happens is you have an enemy. There are the antagonists called Red Legion. They come and take over the city and try to take over the light. Your job as the guardian is to first get your light back, which you do, and then after you will try to take on Gaul and the Red Legion. That is the quick pro quo of the storyline. You can easily look on Wikipedia. They'll give you a great in-depth look at the storyline, but that is a quick one. You lose you have a enemy come in, take over your city. After that, sorry guys. After that, they kick you out. You got to come back and take your city back. I know this is a lot, like a long video, but what I'm saying, it's so much. You have to redeem yourself, take your city back, take your home back, and you know, if you play the story, you will succeed. You know, you will do that, and after that, what you do is you complete the main boss, you defeat the main boss, and now the continuing story will be that the Red Legion, the main boss is dead, but the Red Legion is still alive. In different sectors, you stop them with public events, adventures, dark sectors, and then you have other people, such as like the Fallen or the Taken, which are like the black ghostly guys you saw earlier, that are also trying to take over the planet, and you're doing everything you can to keep them at bay and keep them from consuming total control over the universe. That is, like, I guess I could put as the I screwed that up. Ooh, I didn't take damage. Sweet. But that is like the overall encompassing storyline of the planet. Like, after you get your light back, everybody's back to normal for the most part. You're out there doing your civil duties as a guardian to protect the universe, you know. So, you know, that is just a quick overview of the game. I'm generally made this video just so I could talk to some people, you know, show you a quick overview of the game, show you how some of the gameplay is, show you how fun this game could be. I mean, some of you guys might think it's boring, like I said, not everybody's going to agree with me, but it is a fun game for me and people who understand how RPGs are, or first-person shooter games, which obviously you can see this is a first-person shooter. You can carry rockets, which I have plenty of those. Just look, boom. You know what I'm saying? You can carry other weapons like swords. Actually, I have a sword, which I shall change to, and that will put you in a third-person view of the game, which you use. It's a very cool game. It's a lot added to it. Many different versions, not versions, but many different aspects of the game that is pretty fun. Many different enemies to fight, many different characters to get to know. Oh, he's gone. I didn't even get a chance to stab him. Come on, man. Oh, I don't have any ammo anyway for this thing. Alright, let me sit down and just talk with you guys a little more then. But this game is very fun. I'm coming towards the 30-minute mark. I'm stop at like around 29 or so, but I'm yawning because I've been up, like literally, I have been up since midnight playing this game. It is now 8 o'clock in the morning. I played this game for 8 straight hours. 8 straight hours. That shows you, that should be a reference mark to show how good this game can be if all you focus on is the main objective, which is getting better gear and leveling up your character. I have 2 characters already. Road to 345. Within like 8 hours, I was like 100 or so levels below this, and that I'm not even that really big of a gamer when it comes to games like this. So imagine those of you who are, or those of you who are hardcore gamers, got the time to play it. Give it a chance. I still admit it. Give it a chance, because this game will literally give you a whole new perspective on the type of gamer you want to be. First-person shooter like Call of Duty, yeah, you can, no, I can't do that. You can, let me back out. You can die, repeat, and all that stuff. You can play the game, the main campaign, and that's it. That's it. Nothing else. I play Assassin's Creed as well as God of War. Those of you who play Assassin's Creed, you know you beat the game, and you're pretty much done. You got, the side missions you can do, but it's not a multiplayer game. It's not anything like that. This, you beat the campaign, you also have the multiplayer platform that you can do that make it pretty much worth it, you know what I'm saying? So, games like this, there should be more games like this. I guarantee, like I said, I'm guaranteeing you, it's not, if you don't play this, it's because it's not the game you're looking for. It's not because this game's terrible. It's not because this game is something that, needs to be revamped. It'd be because this game's just not for you. Because it's a good game. You'll be like, dang, this is a pretty good game. But I'm just not feeling it, I'm not up with the futuristic stuff. Oh, Jesus Christ, I got crushed by a freaking... Oh, but that's another thing, dude. It's pretty huge. On a lot of ways you can die as well. But, like I said, give it a try. I'm only making this video just to introduce it to some people that might have never played it, heard of it, never knew what they wanted to play it or not. I decided not to. Anyway, me and these random people just killed this main guy. I'm getting my new stuff, and I'm out. Talk to you guys later. Bye.